Ish. Well, the Gladius Machete has the pretty wide second bevel. Um, on mats like tatami omote, it's probably not going to make it. That's the other reason why I'm testing, just to see how tough the tatami omote is. Um, compared to the regular mujindachi ones you get. Okay, this is the Cold Steel Gladius Machete, and I'm doing a modification on it. Few people may not be able to tell whenever you initially get these type of blades. First off, I really like them. The only thing is obviously due to production, these things aren't as great as you want them to be. Like if you cut bottles and stuff, it would cut, but I mean, it's not like you know a great cutter for mats or anything with high resistance. Mainly it has to do with the secondary bevel. But the bevel is not done really well either. It actually has a third bevel. It's actually a little bit hard to see, but if you look carefully, let me see here. You see here's a second bevel right here, and then on top, well, it's a little hard to see. There's another bevel where they try to make it sharp. Now, when you initially, I already reworked this side right here. You can see the edge is a lot wider, basically decrease the whole angle. This side, however, I have not yet. It's hard to see, but basically, if you look at the edge, this is how you know the angle. Now, if you look at it on the shadow, now this is roughly 20 degrees or so. It's not touching the edge. Now, I gradually tilt the sword up right here. This is where the edge angle is. Roughly right here at this angle. Now, I don't know if you can see it sideways, but when it's this high, it's about like roughly 45-degree angle. So we try to decrease these for better, easier entry for cutting. Okay, so right at this moment, you'll be able to see, okay, I'm starting to dig into the actual blade body. If you can see the two color differences, the original on the edge you can see right here where it's reflecting light, that's the factory edge, and what's behind it right here, I just starting to bring it down to try to blend it in, basically to get rid of this bevel you see right here, and then create another bevel, a convex bevel, but with a steeper edge geometry. This way, basically, we'll still have a lot of meat on the edge, but with a steeper angle for better entry. Now, this side is already done, and you can see the circle that it shows. You can see it's not a flat grind. Yeah, it's already done, and it's got a pretty decent angle on it. It's probably roughly from factory, it was about maybe 45-50 degrees, bring it down to about maybe roughly 35 degrees or so, 30-35 degrees. And now I'm working this side, and once I get this side done to the angle I want, blend in the bevel, as you can see again right there, that's a factory bevel, and starting to form a circle, and now I'll blend everything in and we'll do a test cut. Okay, I have reshaped the edge on this, basically built a new edge. This is the factory edge you can see right here. You should be able to see a much narrower edge right here for the factory edge, and then compared to obviously the new edge. Factory edge is really narrow and very flat. So this, if you see this flat grind spot, usually, oh, there it is. There's that third bevel you can see right there where the light don't shine. Usually that angle is so aggressive right around this area. This is what's stopping cutting the tatami omote or any type of things that's more like, that retracts and rebounds or whatever. Basically has a bounce to it. And the restriction. This right here is what's stopping it. So basically what you want to do is kind of smooth out this area, and you can see this new convex built on it. It's very nice right there. Right on this area, because there's no taper, so it's going to be hard. But I still went ahead and built a convex on it anyways. Okay, and decrease the angle overall. Now, when you build a convex, you gave it pretty much, a healthy dose of Niku on it. More meaty edge. Same thing right here. You can see compared to right there, it's a narrow little edge. And then right there is the new convex. And I align both sides back to symmetry. It's going to be a little hard to see, but yeah, it's going to be a little hard to see, but if you look carefully at the edge, you can see the convex edge on it. Right there, that rounded edge. Yeah, you see it right there. It's like a torpedo or some sort of that type of entry angle. And if you look at the factory edge, here's a factory edge. You can see a very asymmetrical. Wow, look at that. One side pointed out really wide, and the other side is kind of narrow. Very asymmetrical. A flat grind, with a lot of restriction right at the flat grind area. To build a new convex edge is you do in a rolling motion of the blade, and then when you roll, okay, and then if you want a more wider edge, you roll with the blade more higher. If you want to go with the more steeper edge, you go more flatter. So your motion with your wrist, you're going over the stone. So basically, you do the other side, same thing, like so. Roll. And then what you're doing is basically creating a rounded edge on the blade itself. And obviously you have to have a base idea of how narrow the edge you want. You want to go with a convex edge because you can go with a steeper edge, but with a meatier edge, with a smoother cutting entry angle. So usually convex edges are more optimal for cutting, and that's pretty much how you do it. Go from the rough stone to the medium if you want, so on and so forth. You use sandpaper to smooth out the edge, whatever, but that's basically how you do it.